Right. No cap.
All right.
We on.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
My bad. Welcome, friends and family. You with the guys? Respect the times we got.
That's just Pat. Hey, look
Oh,
at
why
me.
you looking at me like that?
Look at
Why
me
you
when you
sound
say
like
my
that?
name, man.
Why you sound like that?
A human, man. What you want from me?
Oh,
I'm
no.
recovered. I'm recovered. This the
Oh,
last
no.
look. You about to scoot over. That why you let me.
Oh,
Quarantine.
God. Hey, okay, start that over. Oh, my God. Go ahead.
You want me to do it, man?
Yeah.
Welcome, friends and
you been
family.
taking them
Vitamins.
Flintstone vitamins I gave you?
I actually ate some the other day. They
Go
were
ahead.
they were breeze on. They weren't mine. You with the guys? Respect the times we got.
That's just Pat again.
Straight in this UBA.
Glee. Oh.
And this your boy Boog. What's happening, fellas?
Oh, man. Doing great.
Oh, I can't even say you had a good week. You almost died, it sound like.
That's right. Just made it. Hey, headshot. You already know how that works. You already know how that works. All right, everybody. We got 7 people in the live quickly. Damn. Okay,
They
so.
be waiting,
They
man.
I
on.
see that. They were waiting on us.
They been rocking with the last couple episodes. That's all.
Yeah. So Kaya says, hey. She says she first. Look like she.
Don't
she
get
said
nothing for that.
What do you mean?
Don't get nothing for saying hey first.
It's crazy because it been a
No.
couple ghosts
No.
saying they watch our show but don't comment. They be too free to rank y'all. A couple of my friends.
Yeah.
They think y'all gonna rank.
We
I
are.
be like, man,
Oh,
that's how
they
they
scared.
is. Hey,
They
man, you
scared.
better pop out with a chest out.
Listen, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
They be
Listen.
watching it though. A couple
All
people be
right.
like, I be watching.
So
y'all
we
show.
got Tashana saying good evening. Merlandi saying hello guys. Alia says hey everyone. Luna says hi. Kaya is laughing at Pat. Renata says hello everyone. And,
Look like a football coach. Or
yeah,
something.
and then Sierra is waving or chopping. I don't know if
I
that's
don't know if the post office been delivering stuff to me, but I still haven't got my
What's that?
my Stanley thing from Sierra.
Like the hockey cup?
Yeah,
Somebody
I
just don't
know.
rock with you.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, don't say that.
Come on, man. It's
Don't say
a,
that. I'm
I
out.
see where Stanley Cup at.
listen, I'm saying if you see that it ain't happened yet and the person's still around, they kind of telling you something.
So now I gotta fight a man.
I don't know, man.
Well,
He's
Nah,
Italian.
why you gotta fade my
What's that
boy?
mean?
Hey,
You gotta
He
fight
green.
the whole mob.
Yeah, no cap. Hey, no cap. No
Okay.
cap.
Listen.
I don't know them boys. You come. I'm gonna pull up and grab you. Let's go.
Yeah, that forget.
Listen. Now I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
The hand on the shoulder is like, chill out.
Listen, everything after that is on you.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's on us, man.
No. I did my part.
We'll figure everything else out in the car.
Listen, I tried. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm gonna leave.
Right.
It's gonna be like when somebody speeding
gonna
off
leave
from the
me
police.
I'm talking to them. After I tell you listen and you don't listen,
Yeah.
I'm talking to them. I ain't talking to you no more.
What them boys say? I tried to tell them stop.
Kaya says y'all still doing hoodies. It's hoodie season.
It is, but it's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, we
but
got
it's
you.
warm outside.
We got you.
Definitely.
What color you want, Kaya?
Why you leaning?
Because I'm looking at what color, what you got on. I'm not trying to talk. I'm looking at your shirt, brother.
Why he trying you?
Damn.
You know he
He up there in age. He might not
Bro,
know how to
I'm right there behind you. Right there behind you.
He up there, bro.
She says pink or black. I got you with a black.
I'll sell mine,
Oh.
and I'm gonna autograph it.
What
What you?
I don't know if she wanna.
I'm trying to come up out here, Grant.
We gonna talk, Kaya, because you were first today, so you might get a great price. She said, let me know how much. She was first.
She was first.
Yeah, so she might
She
get.
said, "Let you hold on."
She said, let me know how much.
But every time I see her, she begging.
Kaya.
I'm just saying, man. I don't mean to put out there like that. But every time I see her, she be
Let's
like,
get to the topic.
This is why people be scared of
That's
y'all.
why they're afraid.
Listen, you know me. I keep it real.
Yeah.
Every time I see her, she be like, "Dear sir, I am so hungry. Can you buy me something, please?"
Head looking like a cup.
Santa Claus ringing the bell?
Looking like a cup.
Like, you don't eat. I be feeling
Bro,
bad.
speaking of that, y'all seen that Jack Black commercial?
You know how like you eating lunch and you just give them the scraps?
Yeah.
I be like, here, take that.
Disposal.
I be like that. I cut the crust off my
She
bread. I
said,
give her
I
the
do
crust.
not say dear sir. So she is begging, but she don't say dear sir. That's what she telling you.
Yeah.
She do not say.
Nah, that's
She's
my
yelling
dog.
that
That's
out.
my dog, though.
All right, I got you. Just connect up with Pat and we'll
Yeah.
figure all that out. Get you. What size? Like a
small.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
Setting-
medium.
hey, we're
Maybe
setting
medium.
them up.
Okay. She kind of tall. She tall.
Alright.
She tall for.
Alright.
You know.
Gotcha. Where we at today? I think it was a good one. I was
Yeah,
excited when I saw it.
Cause you be with the nonsense. That's why. That's why you be with the
I was
nonsense.
excited. I was like, huh?
I like how my boy worded it.
Did they just say no? He said he didn't. Really
I wasn't
word
gonna
like
reword
that.
it though.
No.
I wasn't gonna
You
reword it. I
hard.
wanted to leave it how I wanted
Man,
it.
stop being scared. Tell them what the.
When
I
you
want
say
that.
then, I
We
ain't-
want to know
I
why.
don't condone this.
What
I
are you
don't-
talking about,
I
man?
said the word it different. This him. All right,
This
go
is
ahead.
me saying.
Oh, you know what? This is a perfect example. I
Yeah.
said listen,
Yeah.
and you
I-
didn't listen.
No cap.
I did.
So
That's
now
exactly
I
what
let
it
them
is.
know.
I
So
did reword
whatever-
it, though,
Whatever
but-
happens is on you.
You reworded the topic. So the topic of today is
Why do men make better leaders than women?
Oh, he still said the first one.
yeah.
Cause
That
this
was
how it
the
is.
first. I mean,
This is what y'all want me to do? Y'all
why do men timers make better
leaders?
than women?
Yes,
So you're saying,
and I'm standing on it.
okay, it's fine. So you're
Yeah.
saying in everything that if there's a male leader and a female leader,
Yeah.
the male leader most likely is going to be better.
Yeah, not most likely.
Is going to be better.
Yes.
All right. First of all, do y'all agree with that? And Alias
Well,
says, who
hey, no
says?
cap.
Let's just find out who agrees with
She
that.
said, who
statement.
said?
Who
says that?
That's just
Kaya
Pat
says
that.
wrong with caps.
That's just Pat said it.
Right. So you guys agree with that?
I don't agree with him.
And if
Well,
you don't agree, this double part question: do you agree? And give me an example of a female leader that is better, if you got one.
yeah, don't start out with me. Let me
Go
hear
ahead.
y'all
Boy,
first.
scared. That boy
Yeah,
scared.
I usually
Go ahead,
go
sir.
first.
Bro,
Let me hear
you
it.
got to because from my perspective, men lead with logic. The women, they too emotional. They you can get over on them. You can come like, okay, say you got a female manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can come to her and be like, yo, I'm having problems at the house. This is why my performance is the way it is.
Correct.
The guy not gonna care about that. Leave that at the house. I pay you to do.
Bro,
So what
listen,
the dude business is first, basically.
Hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you this now. I can say I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because the female managers that I've had are the ones that don't give a damn about what you
They
got
don't
going
stood on business.
Yeah,
I
the male
messed
guys
with
will
that
probably
up.
let you slide a little bit.
But what I'm saying is,
They'll be like,
Yeah,
take a pill.
Yeah.
You got a headache?
Yeah, take a pill.
Huh?
no, what I'm saying is you can play on their emotions.
I agree with that, though.
You could, but you can't. With a guy, he gonna be like, wait.
What you think, bro?
He was
We've
watching
been in
that Tyler
position.
Perry series. That's
We've
why.
been in that position. What do you think? Because you got some examples dropping down in the comments right now. Let me get to Glee in a quick second. But Sierra says she disagrees. Kaya disagrees. Tashana agrees.
Oh, you gotta
then-
agree.
That's why I like
Yeah.
this song.
Kaya says Michelle Obama, but Barack was better. But I mean, we said,
She changed them
What did
chips.
Michelle lead?
what do you mean lead?
What did she was leader of what? Free lunch? Come on,
She
bro.
changed them chips. She had some organization.
She has some
though.
organization.
Yeah. But,
and Ruth says completely disagree. Deja says hello, she's in. Kaya
Yeah.
says, but that's not all men. 50% of men go off on feelings too. Where you get this 50% from?
Emotional.
no shirts for her. No
Oh,
sweatshirts.
she don't
for
get
her.
a hoodie
Oh,
no more?
hell no, man.
50%
I'm not
of
giving
men
them
go
all.
off emotional pick.
Yeah, Alexander says, what's up, gentlemen? Ruth says, wow, you actually say we are too emotional, amazing. More men are emotional. More men are emotional than women.
more
Women.
men. Yeah.
She's trying to say. Okay, so.
Shorties be emotional, but they just
And
be more
Renata
emotional.
says negative. She doesn't believe with it. And Kaya says no, meaning I guess she's doesn't agree with none of it. What you're saying. But
I agree
go
with
ahead,
ladies.
Glee, what you got?
I say it depends on what it is.
So we got to set up a scenario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if it's things where it's more, how do I put it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to use the right word and like
It's some
All right,
cheeks.
say-
It's
say
some
like
cheeks
a-
getting clout.
say like more like a physical scenario where you have to do something physical and like manual labor and
Mm-hmm.
things of these, like we generally are leading in these things, but things of like medicine and things of like nurturing and
Yeah, they
like
got it.
with they're better leaders at these things. So I just think it's
Listen,
depending on your field and what you.
the way how the way how this conversation I think is gonna go, they're gonna say they're just as good at everything. Women are gonna say.
I could say.
Physicalness is proven.
I don't think anybody could be just as good because I don't think like a man can be as good of a mother as a mother could be.
No cap.
But he's not a mother. He's a father.
Right.
This is my point.
Meaning the nurturer. The man
the
is not going to be as good at. So
there's
he's saying
certain
that.
fields in which we both excel at. Like men and women, I feel like they're.
If you got a 2-parent household, who is the leader?
The old boy is the leader.
Hold on.
You got a 2-parent
This is
household.
where we're gonna.
Who is the
This
leader?
is where the panel is gonna go off. So let him finish his statement.
It depends on how you were raised. Because, like, for instance, I knew who the leader was in my house, which was my pops. But my mom ran the house. Like, if I needed something done at the house, I went
vice
to
president.
I went to mom. Like, hey, mom, I want to do this to my room, or I want to go outside, or this and that. Like,
But
like mom ran the daily operation, so you can't say that women can't be leaders.
I'm not saying they can't be. I'm just saying we're better.
I can't say that.
I'm not saying we can't be. And the reason
But
that dynamic was set up like that because you got to make an appointment to see him. It's just how it is. You gotta make an appointment. You're not gonna come to him.
I swear to God, there's been times where like she'll be busy doing something, or I know she already told me no, and I'll go to him and ask him, and he'll be like, "You talked to your mom already?"
Because he want to know why you came.
But he the leader. Why he asking me if I talked to my mom?
He don't handle the day-to-day stuff. He handle the big
This is
problems.
what I'm saying. So it depends on what it depends on what field and what y'all like so, the way it's set up.
I hear
I
you.
I think
right.
You got to go to the assistant manager before you get to the manager.
Okay. Let me catch up. Aliyah said yes, men are just as emotional. Kaya says people in the hood go based on feelings, not logic. Aliyah says I agree with Glee. Angelica says hello, fellas. Aliyah said there's different forms of leadership. Kaya said the mother is the leader in the child's eyes. And Sierra says, are we talking about gender roles or leadership? Because those are two different things. Kaya says, so if you run something, are you not the leader? Maybe I'm confused. And Big Fred Breezy says, hello, my brothers. So I heard what Glee is saying in our particular household is 100% accurate, right? But I think it's based on now I guess him being older, him knowing how it kind of was run. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I didn't want to deal with those stuff. Because I had other things that was like on my mind.
You were leading the house.
Right. So it's like whenever I saw or heard something come to me, I'm like you didn't take it, like you took care of that? And if she was like, no, you got to get involved in this. I'm like, all right, then I got to get involved in it. But for the most part, it was like, nah, you got that. Run all that. I don't even. If it was a paint color of the house, I'm like, you do that. But if it comes down to like something broke. Gonna happen. Like we need this done. It's coming to me.
Now you gotta handle
you see what I'm saying? And it's like that almost at work when you think about it. If you're the manager of the department, you would hope the associates can handle all the customers, but when that customer gets out of hand,
you gotta go get that manager.
You gotta go get.
You open that door.
Yeah,
you gotta go get the leader. You have to go get the leader.
So I get what he's saying. And that's crazy how that works out.
Man, sometimes there's been.
I done had a female manager stand on business.
I can't
they
just say.
I done had someone stand on business.
I can't say because I done had a bunch of sorry ass men manager too.
No cap. I done met some lazy niggas.
Like, so it's hard for me to just say that women can't lead.
I'm
not saying they can't lead as good as leaders. Like I think it just depends on what.
This is what we could do then. This is what we could do. We can go with our personal experience, which is everyone's gonna do, because if we don't know the world, right? So what you're gonna do in your minds, everyone, I want you to do is kind of look at all the leaders you've ever dealt with in any situation. Let's say you are at school and the leader of your classroom is your teacher, correct? Now, is the best teacher you could that you think you had, was it a male or a female?
Top 4 are females.
Females. Okay. So now think of it in like your workplace. Is the best manager you've ever dealt with male or female? Like stuff like that. And I don't want to judge people against their parents and say who's the better leader in your household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think a lot of kids
Kinda
really
know
what's going on. Exactly.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
really
yeah,
know what's
yeah.
really going on. But that's what you got to do in this scenario with us. We're gonna have to just kind of go with what we know and just go by that. Because if you start talking about another person like in the Timers chat, they got their own thing going on.
They got
They
their
got
own
probably
thing,
some single moms, and they're gonna be like, shit.
No
I
cap.
wish you would say that.
I'm not.
I agree.
I'm not saying this is the end all be all. I'm
Right.
just saying this is my opinion.
Yes,
Oh,
of
so
course.
that's from your experience,
Yeah.
basically.
From my opinion, a guy's a better leader.
And be having them
it-
emotional
it-
women
but-
around you with that
No,
business.
it's not that. It's just, and if I think about teachers, I don't even remember a male teacher in elementary school. I didn't
Not
run
too
into a
many.
male teacher until
yeah.
maybe like middle school and junior high.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And
them
then,
male
and then,
teachers
and
in
then,
high school
and then it
didn't
was
care
like,
about
to
nothing.
me, it was like, if I go out that, they had that classroom where you go into a men's classroom, it was more disciplined. Because
more structured.
Yeah,
It's crazy because for me it was low key the opposite, boy. The dudes used to be chilling. The women used to kind of step.
Just to change the time.
Yeah, it changed. It changed. Because
Yeah.
back then, if you had a male teacher, you know it was no nonsense.
Yeah.
You had a female teacher, you could probably like I don't know which one of y'all said it. You could play on their emotions.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sick. I don't
Yeah,
feel too good.
yeah,
They'd be like,
yeah.
oh, go to the. And the guy would be like, if he heard it from a guy, I could tell you that too. It matters a little bit on the
That
role.
part too. Cause
It does matter because if a woman, if I'm the male teacher and a well, not teacher, say I'm the male manager and an associate that's a female walks up to me and says she's not feeling well, I
She
can't.
got it. She gonna get that lead
I'm
with
gonna be
you.
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
go
She gonna
home,
get that lead with
you know.
She
But if
gonna
you
get
see a
that
guy
lead.
come up to you and be like, hey man, I'm not feeling that way, you finna look at him up and down, head to toe, ask him what's wrong with you.
Yeah, nigga, go drink some water.
Yeah, like, hey man, go sit down for a couple minutes and come back. You know what I'm saying? It's a different thinking of it. So as a leader, sometimes you have to know the people you're dealing, and that's what makes a good leader. Is to kind of like give everyone their own space. You can't just be like, this is the way I am with everybody.
Yeah, you can't be like that.
Impossible. You ain't gonna be. You're gonna have some people ready to overthrow you.
No cap.
They're gonna be looking like you gotta go.
You gotta shave them off.
Yeah.
Get rid of them if they're not getting in line.
So H says, "What up, fellas? What's up, H?" Sydney Jacques says, "What's good, y'all boys?" Kaya says, "The best leaders I've ever had been women." She says she don't know. So I mean, Aliette says, "I would never call myself the leader of my house. I'm definitely the manager and role enforcer when it came to the day today. But I always made sure my husband has the final say." Desire U05 says, "Hey y'all," and Kaya says, "Aliette, nah, you got to get out of that mindset." I guess. Kaya married?
She's like 12, bro.
Is she
For real?
oh,
She
so
not
yeah.
12 for
She's
real.
like probably like 18, 19.
Oh, so yeah, she's
Oh.
not. She doesn't. Either she doesn't get it or she's gonna get it.
Yeah.
One of the two. But at the end of the day, you want to know that this topic can go on. It can go south, and it can go like.
If you just listen to me, it's gonna go up.
It's gonna go up.
Yeah.
So now I know where this kind of stems from.
Yeah.
This male leadership stuff, and I know it's kind of coming from what just happened the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I think that literally has
A lot to do.
a lot to do with it. Like
Yeah.
I think the election was something that
Oh yeah.
I think that it wasn't, and even in the minds of some, because I was telling some of the people that were like voting for one side, like, you upset at the world, but you know, like,
People have spoken.
yeah, they spoke, and it's kind of like saying, if you're gonna put conspiracy in it, you could say, oh, the ballots weren't fair and all that. You could say all that, but if you're gonna look at, okay, is the world ready for that? And when I say that,
Kamala
for a
to be-
female
for
to be running the United States of America.
The rest of the world, no.
Yeah, the rest
So,
of the world.
Maybe
would.
our world.
Yeah.
Like, you
maybe
think the U.S.?
Yeah.
Maybe the
I
US
agree with
they
him.
could-
I agree with him because they were ready for it, but the rest of the world that would have looked.
A country
No.
like
You
the
said
reason,
they so.
the reason why I think it means a lot is because of the fact that you know, it's other powers of the world, and you have to congregate and things of that nature. And believe it or not, just like some countries just don't look at women the same. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
it's
I
just that
forgot.
simple. Like, they don't look at women as.
But you think we were ready, like the U.S., for her to be the?
I
I
think it
think
could have
so.
worked.
You don't think so? I think it could have worked. You don't think so?
You don't think she would
I
have been
don't
a
think
good
we
leader?
ready.
Oh, you
I'm
don't
not-
think we were ready?
No.
As, he's talking as a whole, not just you or you.
Yeah, but as the U.S.
Because I think there's
What's the difference that we would have did that if she would have came
I ain't
in?
gonna lie, 'cause they got Trump
But
in there. And Trump
I'm not even saying he was a better candidate. They should have put somebody else better.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what would have been like. Say she got elected.
what would happen wrong? Different.
Like we,
Yeah, honestly.
the everyday person wouldn't like. At that point, she's already gonna do whatever she's gonna do. It's not like we could be like, "Hey, I'm gonna pass this." No, don't do that. It's like
No, to be honest
she's
with
gonna
you,
be too late.
they don't have power like that anyway. Because they don't.
They
been
got,
kinda
they
felt-
got
I
power to
been
do
kinda
certain
felt like
executive
that.
orders and things of that nature. Which is what I'm talking about.
I be hearing how like a lot of shit got to get passed through like certain other people. It be like, damn.
Yeah,
dude,
they
that
ain't
boy
really-
even-
they not-
yeah,
they're
you
not
feel
really
me?
there.
I be like, damn.
They're just the face.
Yeah, I'm like, but
And
that's
it-
all they be looking like for
The
real.
message.
Yeah,
And
the
it's-
message.
What it is, so it's like, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, that was
It
crazy.
was now. Usually it go on to the next day. That's why I said I don't think we're ready because it wasn't even close. And I'm not saying she was I think she was a better candidate because the guy.
And
he-
then that's what I think that's why he probably wanted to, you know, how
But
he get down.
he gives me hope. Like if he could do it, anybody could do it.
That's the only thing he gives.
That's
This
crazy
idiot.
because this is like, but we in a country now. They'll put anybody there.
They'll put anybody in that chair.
Once I
That's
saw
what that
him
showed.
again.
They'll put anybody in that chair. I ain't gonna count.
All right,
I
let
don't
me read
know.
up. Jerome Brown says, "What up, fam?"
What's good, Jerome?
Kaya says, "Now the election was literally racist and misogynistic. Misogynist versus non-racist and non-misogynist." Alia says, "No, sweetheart, Kaya, I'm good. Just keep living, hun." Well, I don't know. The comment earlier. She got to get the mindset changed. Okay. Sierra says, "I think we were ready. That is not the main reason she lost." Alia says she was definitely ready. And Kaya says that, Alia, you part of the reason why black women can't move up the totem pole. Gotta bow to the man every chance you get. You gotta grow up. Really? Damn. Okay, that's a strong statement to say. Sierra says, I don't know. All right, now Kaya, let's cool. Let's cool down. Sierra says.
You wilding on that one. Like that don't even make sense.
Listen, this is why they don't make great leaders.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
But she young though.
like
I
yeah,
guess.
you immediately got in your feelings and wondering why
Because
people don't think
you get
women are as
emotional.
good as
Yeah,
men.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
why
yeah,
did you
yeah.
even?
Don't take it there.
All she told you was keep living, and you
yeah,
gon'
Alia, you have this relax.
Sit
let
down.
people-
You
yeah. Alia
need
says
to
get a
sit
life
down,
and grow
Kaya.
up, love, stay out of my business. But I was gonna
real
say.
deal. Yeah.
And Deja's like thinking that Kaya
Tighten
like,
up, Jit.
and she put y'all stop crying, bro. Like, so it's a kid. She's just joking around. All right, so at this point,
But the
Wrong
thing about it,
person's
I
joke,
say
right.
but
that
that's, yeah.
I don't know if we're ready because you gotta look at it. The
You
guy
got
who
people like Kaya in the world.
yeah, that part too. But listen, the person who she was running with, the person who she was like the vice president.
Oh, with. Okay.
He knew he wasn't gonna make it another 4 years. So he should have been said, "Hey, I'm sleeping."
Oh, you talking about Sleepy Joe?
Yeah, so she would have had a better chance because it was like the last
That's
minute.
what I heard.
It was like
He
it was a
should've stepped
setup.
up.
Yeah.
She was set up to fail.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I
He
don't
probably
think she
didn't
was-
want to let it
Honestly,
go.
that was one thing.
Yeah, that was the reason why I think she lost
And
because she didn't have enough time to say what she was gonna put in.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff they asked her, she said she was just gonna kind of keep it the
the
way
same
it
way.
was.
We
And
didn't want that.
Yeah.
And I think personally, that's more why she lost.
Mm-hmm.
The people
I
that was
agree.
on the edge that are sitting there like, okay, maybe
wanna change, yeah, something to change.
That are just looking at, okay, let me just try to pick the best person.
Right,
And they're just listening to like the debates and this and that. And if you're saying that
bro.
shit is okay right
We
now,
were-
like
we
what?
were-
Hell
That's another
no.
reason that
We
fuck
were
that.
talking about
cap.
something.
So that's why I think she lost. Between
cap, no
that
cap.
and then obviously you got
You got
the men out there
racism
that just
behind
said
it,
she's
too,
a
and the
woman, she's not gonna be
misogynistic.
able to do it.
Bro,
Yeah,
see, I honestly believe that is a thing, but I think some of the women
Was
were
even
the
like
ones
that. Yeah,
like,
you
nah,
even got
I'm
women
not
like
I
that.
personally met a woman who was like, yeah, I'm not
nah.
voting for her.
Exactly.
I was
Like,
damn.
and this is part of what I think we had. I remember in Orlando when we had a vacation, and we had a real, because I with my kids and my nephews and nieces, we be having talks, and I had it was a real emotional talk about equality in the workforce between women and men when they grow up and stuff like that, right? And our kids now are, what you call it? They're seeing the workforce now, and one of them was like, "Nah, man, it's not fair how men are." And then we brought up the WNBA, right? And that topic came up, and I was like, they were saying it wasn't fair, right? How they get paid, and the men the men ain't doing nothing for them to try to help them, bring it up. And I'm like, well, first, before you can say it ain't fair, can all of y'all first support it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before you start screaming,
you ain't watching it.
Yeah, like,
don't buy that purse, go buy that ticket.
Thank you.
No cap.
So now I'm like, okay, so in this particular segment of what we're talking about,
and the ticket.
for real,
Yeah.
the cheap,
Yeah.
hella cheap.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They were hella
I'm
cheap.
thinking NBA tickets. Them
So-
WNBA tickets.
Yeah.
cheap.
Purses for the WNBA?
No, he's saying you
No,
can buy
no.
both.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying. So now in this particular conversation, what I'm saying is you could easily say there's more women in the U.S. than there are men. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stats prove that.
Yeah.
So if everyone saw, even if the men all said, nah, all y'all say yes, she's there.
It's up.
She's there.
It's up.
So that means it had to be a little bit of, a lot of the women also saying, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go.
When women get together, they power crazy.
It's
you see how some
insane.
always go viral when they behind it?
It's insane.
But another thing too, because they be like, they can, like when you're a leader, sometimes it might get physical. So if you got a female manager
That
and
nigga
some,
Trump getting his ass beat.
No.
What you mean?
Kamala gonna hit that
Yeah.
boy with a heel.
Hey,
His hands look. I ain't gonna lie. He got some little hands.
no, but I'm saying like,
Trump ain't never
say you got
I
a
don't
female
think that
manager.
was
We
straight.
all work in retail, and a guy come in and press her. What you gonna do?
Press
I'm gonna check her. I'm gonna check him
female
for.
manager.
Oh, man is the pressing her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna
If
check
you
it.
got a man manager,
Handle your business.
Yeah.
So-
On
then you go right there.
What you mean? Like physicality though?
Yeah,
we
but that's
said
part
that.
of it. But that's part of being a leader.
Yeah. But
She got bodyguards. I mean,
Nah,
they got
I'm talking
bodyguards.
How many
like your
times that
manager.
happened in a hospital?
What you mean?
How many times that scenario happened in a hospital?
What scenario? Like
What you saying?
a female manager in the hospital?
Well,
a
no, I'm
doctor?
saying like a nurse and this and that, where they gotta. They usually
But
don't.
she not the
It
leader.
depends
Some
on what I'm
enforcement
trying
in
to
the
say.
cut.
It depends on the scenario.
Okay.
Because in a hospital, that's generally not gonna happen where you need a man to, just in case somebody try to like. In the hospital, most people are either in bad condition or this or that, so you're not gonna need a man to. Oh, I need to make sure. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? It just depends on the field. That's why I'm like. It just depends on where it's at.
But what does the hospital got to do with leadership?
You talking about?
I'm talking about like
I'm
as a
talking
leader.
about
Like
if the woman is the leader of the hospital,
what you mean, like the lead doctor or something?
whatever she is,
Whoever
it is.
She know to set up some protection.
And it wouldn't make
That's
a
what I
difference
see.
if it's a male or a female because you don't need a motherfucker that's there to lift a 200-pound box probably. Like everything in here, you know what I mean? This is something where if she was a leader, this is feasible. And I'm not saying it in a way like feasible, like, oh, she can't do something else, but I'm just saying in a sense of like physicality. It's not always, I don't think being a leader always comes down to being like physicality is what I'm saying. It doesn't, I don't think that dictates.
I feel
better or
It doesn't always, but it's gonna play a part.
And I feel like
It might play a small part, but it might
get
play a
into a
part.
lane when that's needed, they'll probably
I
get a
think
man under them. Hey, usually I see.
You
don't do
go ahead and do that.
But that's usually how everything is. It's usually Most
She gonna have that shooter next to her.
most instances, if it's a man manager, the assistant manager is female.
Need that lady
Or-
secretary.
It's usually
It's usually
rare that it's
Yeah,
both
yeah,
women.
yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so you think that's just because we haven't gotten to that point in life, or you think that's on strategy, where if there's a female leader, she needs more protection,
I think it's.
or you think
I think it's strategy. It kind of just go with peanut butter and jelly.
But that's just how life is, bro. It was Adam was there first. He needed a helper, so that's why God gave him Eve.
but that to them, then okay. When I say to them, to
I know what
women,
you're talking about.
yeah, they're gonna look at it and say that means nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
But that plays a big part.
Yeah.
You were literally here to help me,
yeah.
not to be in front of me. I know it sounds harsh, but you are here to help.
And then
to
that low
help
key goes
me.
for people that believe in that religion too.
I would tell you, if we go by our chat alone, that everyone probably believes in that religion, but they don't want to hear that part.
Yeah.
That's show you right there.
Yeah.
You know I'm right, but you just want to be like, oh, I can't say it though. Everybody, I ain't gonna even say some of them. Everybody in the chat know.
Right. Not everybody, Pat.
They should.
They're gonna know
they should.
certain things, but they're gonna probably look at it like that.
But why argue when you know the person is what you say? Because he's right.
It's not even that
That's crazy.
They know that it might be some truth to what you're saying, but they don't like it.
You don't gotta like it. That's why I say we think logically. So that's why we make better leaders.
Okay. Alexander Smith says Harris' team even invested $100K into a podcast called Call Her Daddy that didn't even break 1 million views.
Damn.
Trump did a podcast with Joe Rogan that went over 48 million views.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Joe Rogan.
He already
I
had
watch
that
Joe
clout.
Rogan a lot. That nigga gets 1 million.
I was about to
views.
say he already had that clout. You can't really compare that.
Joe Blow from the corner.
He's just that popular.
Exactly.
He's
So
just that popular.
he's the #1 podcaster in the world.
But what's the name? He didn't mention that Kamala was on.
Shannon Sharp.
Which he's probably close to Joe Rogan. A little bit, depending on who it is.
He probably got some.
She probably got some views on that.
She probably got a couple
some
views
views
on
on
that.
that.
And she went on the Breakfast Club, I think.
Right.
Yeah, she did.
She went on. She called in.
She had that voice.
That's crazy.
That is right. Why you ain't
That's
there?
crazy.
You tell me, Charlamagne.
Alexander Smith said also, although Trump wasn't the socially correct candidate, people trusted him because of the confidence and reassurance to his own policies. And Kaya says, okay, Alex. Luna says, Kaya was making a valid point though. Women birth and raise men to be leaders that they are. Most real leaders grew up being raised by a strong woman. Okay. Deja says she can make her points, just do it respectfully. Thank you. And Luna says, I don't have shit to do with that. Kaya says, finally someone stands at Luna. And Deja says, at Luna. Kaya, at Deja, I'm just a blunt person. Linda says, thank you, Cam. And Kaya says, at Pat, true, nobody has to like it. And Linda says, I disagree with Patrick. Yeah. So,
Who said that?
Linda.
Let me see. Linda who?
Yeah.
Not who I think it is.
Yeah.
That's
Linda. Man.
Yeah, Linda.
Let me tell my daughter to call out.
Yeah, right. For real. But when it comes to actually views of how people look at stuff like this, we're gonna always be divided. It looks like.
Yeah.
It don't look like, and it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay to be different from how people are.
Listen,
thinking.
you don't have to agree with me, but if you want to be smart, agree with me.
That's not what I meant.
That's what I meant.
That's what.
I don't know if that'd be a black folk thing or a
What's
human
that?
thing, like
What's
how
the
it
go
always go down to like the gender going
No,
down.
that's
Not
human.
just I see it a lot on Twitter.
That's human.
It's always
You
the topic every day.
You just always around black people, so you don't know.
Hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Right.
I'm always shaking my head to my black folks.
I know it sounds funny, but it's not a lot of countries where, bro, a lady can even do all that. So
they country.
And this country's bigger than the U.S. We give a lot of leeway.
I wouldn't go over there.
We give a lot of.
Well, you know what they say if you give choices.
You said this country's bigger than the U.S.?
Like size wise?
China. I mean,
I
was about to say
China
China's
like
bigger.
land wise.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, land. I thought you were talking about land was.
Like,
so what you
talking about
talking
brand?
about like in what way? Like bigger in what way?
Anyway, like finance and all that. Okay, let's say and China.
I'm about to say
China's
they gotta
bigger
be.
than
China
the
gotta be right, but
you
they
see
rule
ladies
crazy
over there
though.
leading stuff.
Kim Jong is insane. Well, I can't be saying that on camera anyway.
But I'm just saying, it's just like
Hey, auntie.
Yeah.
What's
Mo,
up,
Mo says, "Hey family." She said, "We got to get out of these gender wars. It's counterproductive."
That's what I was saying, dude. That's what I was saying,
it's
dude.
not a war. It's just
It's not gender wars, but gender debates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
But
usually
there's nothing wrong with a good debate. There's nothing wrong with a good
But what you were
debate.
saying with China though, I don't agree with their rules.
Honestly, bro,
That's why you can't go over.
like
it.
he was saying at the beginning of the conversation, it depends on like how you were raised and
No cap.
what your life then went through. Because for me personally, it's like I don't really have that many weak black women in my life. Like
I'm not saying that we
No. Listen, just hear me out. Like the black women in my life, more or less, all of them, I've seen them in scenarios where they were leading as if they were men.
And they stood on business.
And they stood on what they needed to do. So at least for me at this age, and I'm not really looking outside because I don't really try to judge outside people's scenarios because I don't know what the background is. But I'm just saying for the females in my life, I think most of them, I would say 75% of them, I've seen them like be able to lead, and I really didn't see like, oh, okay, I was hanging with mom today and hanging with dad today, and it was just like, boy, I almost died over here or died over, you know what I mean? Like it just felt like the same.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. They had it up. I feel like black women gotta be like that too over here, bro. It ain't no really like.
And I think he can understand because he knows most of the women in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But most of the times when you think of like his example he gave, I could say in the light of public, you won't see what he's talking about or what I'm talking about. You notice that behind the scenes, if the person is like capable of doing these things better than the guy would be, because when they're out there in like present, they're gonna give the persona and the image of, yo, I'm tough, I'm this, I'm
Okay,
that.
that makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give that out, but to actually be able to compose themselves, go home and strategize it and do it a certain way, it's okay that we're built different. And this is something that you could attest to, saying, okay, well, they got the nod on us. See, you see how you were earlier able to say, man, they have the nod on us when it comes to these things and that and these.
Yeah.
The only thing they're going to say that we have the nod on them is physicality. That is it. You can say nurturing. You can say they're better like healers, better. You say protectors and providers, you're gonna have people that's gonna debate that. Nah, I know women that could.
No,
You see
I
what
don't.
I'm saying?
See,
So
like
it-
that's something I don't think you could argue. If you was
They would.
like he was saying, when it comes down to physicality, I'm like, oh yeah, no, and that's things I'm talking
I'll
about.
do how you said. I'll piggyback off his point.
Right.
You see why a great leader has a great mind. So if you can say, hey, you do this better than me and put you there, but they're gonna debate you on. They're gonna go back and forth with you. Oh no, I can do this better than you.
Just as good.
I can understand.
Why? When you clearly know in your head, you'll kill yourself trying to prove that you're better when you clearly know you're not. If you got that in your head, you'll be like, yo, you better at this than me. But they're gonna go back and forth with you to the end when they know they're wrong. That they're not.
And usually from what I've seen is that it's later in life.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I should have just I should have digressed when it came to that particular topic.
Yeah.
Because I've seen mothers say, no, I could run the household or the child or help the child better than, say, the father, right? Not understanding that there's certain things that's installed in men that we have to give out.
I got an example for you right now. It's in the chat.
Go ahead.
The debate between Kaya and Aliyah.
Why you moving that?
That's how I talk.
Stop it.
Don't throw me off. Don't throw me off. But listen. Listen. The debate between Kaya and Aliyah. Younger Aliyah, she probably thinking like Kaya. Aliyah now is like,
She wild.
I done seen it now. I need that. So
Right.
Kaya's still thinking, oh, I could do it too. I could do it too. Later on, you're gonna be like, oh, bro, I'm not designed for that. I need this king right here to be my leader. And I'm saying, and when I say
the word, see, that's that word.
that's
bro.
the word, but that's the
They
word.
don't want no degradiness with
It's
that
not.
shit,
I'm not
man.
saying that you are not a valid part of the whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But there has to be somebody on top. This just how it
Agreed.
goes.
And I'm
I
gonna give
agree.
you. I'm gonna give you the.
I'm not disagreeing with
No,
that.
but I'm going to give you it right here in this next segment of what I'm reading. And I'm going to show you exactly what I meant by that, how I prophesized this in a way. Basically, Deja is agreeing with Monique saying we got to get out of these roles of gender role wars, right? Alea says, you're right, Pat. Some countries wouldn't even let Kamala, I guess, get as far.
She wanted.
Luna says exactly what you were saying earlier. Monique says, let's be real. A lot of things women can do that men can. However, I don't want to. So meaning she says she can do a lot of the things men can do as well. She just doesn't want to. Alexander said, I think he also wants to stop Social Security. He's talking about Trump. Donna says, hey everyone. Hey Donna. Alia says, I agree, Cam. Gender doesn't make someone a better leader.
No cap.
All right. Alia says, true at Monique. Alexander says, I do think gender often determines if they'll be able to garner attention and maintain respect. It also depends in the field of work, of course. Great point. Kaya says, king, please. Like the word king. I mean, and Alia says, I'm sorry, Pat. I never thought like that. Meaning how the younger version person think. And she says, I just think being a good leader is based on how someone was raised. And
No cap.
okay, that's a point that can make a person a good.
It be based on your life.
Yeah, but you sometimes gotta look at it and just know that if you, like I think Alex said it, you garner more respect based on what people kind of believe you went through. You know what I'm saying? Like if they think you went through an easier time and people were helping you, because if you go by our job, for example, if there's a male leader and a female leader in our positions, they're gonna strategically place more help for the female leader. And I'm just being real. For the male leader, they're gonna place less help, and they're gonna expect you to do it, right? But then in both managers' eyes, they're thinking, yo, it's equal, right? In both, like not both. In both, in the female's eyes, she's gonna think it's equal at my job. In the male eyes, you're gonna know it's not, but you're gonna get used to it because that's just the way it is, and you're gonna do your job anyway. And then you will notice that in working for the female manager, most of the times, the associates will tend to be like, man, I got to do a lot more work dealing with this particular situation.
Yeah.
Meaning if it's a box because our job is physical, if it's a box that has to be moved, if it's opening the store, they probably won't let her do it because it's more dangerous. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of things that factor in it. So what is it then would be the advantage to having the female leader in a job like that?
It be vibing. She
That wouldn't be
she bring the
field
vibes.
of advantage.
She bring
So
the
then
vibes.
what field would the advantage go to the woman, that a field that both men and women are in, that the advantage would go more to the woman?
Like I was saying, the medical field.
Like doctors?
They probably rock with that paperwork move, boy. I said that in 5 minutes, I'm asleep.
What you mean? So she can do surgery better than a guy can? A woman can do surgery better than a guy?
She might have organization better.
No, they're generally better. I don't know about you, but if I go to the hospital, I want a lady take care of me.
That's why I was there. Hey, you beat me to
I don't
it.
want
I
a
was
nigga
just about
taking
to say,
care of me.
yeah, boy.
I don't want a nigga
Oh,
taking care of
preference.
me.
Even
And it's not nothing against dude. It's just I'm used to ladies, and they tend to be softer, kinder, little. They just tend to be a little bit different when it comes to things of that nature.
If you get a massage,
if I'm being honest,
you want a massage from a male or a female?
Neither. I was just saying that.
It's certain things that like I
don't
think,
like people touching me, so I don't want neither one.
and more often than not, I mean, when you go out to restaurants, it's a lot of males cooking, but generally home cooked meals. I want to see a
That lady
woman
got
in the
that.
kitchen.
That
Like
lady,
if I go over to my dog house and he like, yeah, we finna cook, woo, woo, woo. and I see him in the kitchen, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna question it, especially if it's his first time. I'm gonna be like me seeing him cook for the first time. But if I see his girl in the kitchen, I'm already thinking, oh yeah, this shit
throwing down.
This shit probably going down.
And that situation, the hospital situation, to me, bro, just get me out of here. I don't care if you're a man or a lady. In that situation right there, just get me out of here.
So basically,
I don't care who operating on me.
Alex says teaching may be more towards women, like teachers.
Yeah,
Okay, I see that more. I think that's by choice, though. I think when given the opportunity to make a career, women will go more towards the positions of like what we're talking about: office, doctors, not doctors, nurses, teachers, stuff like that.
But aren't they more abrasive too anyways? You don't want to,
even in a hospital with you, with the hospital, I'll go with that. There's nurses and then there's doctors. Usually you see the nurse, but then when the doctor come in, who is it? Most of the time, it's a guy. He's giving you your prescription.
That's hard. You can't necessarily. You can use that, but you got to understand that the world that we've lived in for the longest is a male-dominated world, and we just recently kind of started allowing women within the last
I agree with my boy.
Like 100 years,
it's
to kind of start doing things that are different and taking leadership spots.
I think that's just here in America.
No,
I remember. I
don't think it's all over everywhere.
I remember when I messed up.
No. I'm saying as in a lot of the places like say in India and such, where
Dubai.
I can't necessarily say what country, but where say one of those countries where women still get sold when they were like they get married off when they're like 13, 14. It's like, okay, yeah, I could understand that, like that they don't understand it. But I'm saying over here, it's like the last 100 years, so to speak, that women have really been getting the ability to do certain things and run for president.
Yeah, no cap.
That is the second one, as opposed to there's been hundreds and hundreds of males that have ran for president. Mm-hmm. So that's all I'm saying. Is it's hard to compare. Like, okay, who's running the hospital? It's like probably a man, but
because he's the leader.
He just running the hospital.
Yeah,
he's the leader of the hospital though.
I don't know.
When given the opportunity to do those jobs, do they want them though?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Maybe not. When you think of a hospital, you think woman, nurse, man, doctor. And you know the nurse is kind of like the doctor's assistant in a sense. So it's like even in that scenario, the doctor's he don't really come do nothing. He just come up.
That nigga just come in and tell you what to do.
And then be like,
just come in.
So if you want to look at that scenario, that's very similar to the household, like we were talking about. You're gonna think the nurse is the shit because she does everything. She's the one taking your temperature. She's the one checking your pulse. She's the one looking at everything. All the doctor came in and just looked in and was like, all right. But then behind closed doors, what was that conversation between the nurse and the doctor? He's telling her what to do. Yep. He's telling her, okay, this is what you're gonna go in there. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. And you know, for the most part, she's gonna be like, okay, I got it. And he might have to tell her details, but he's just gonna say, you know, this is what it is right here, and he's gonna walk away. And then she's gonna just finish up on what it is.
He giving that strategy better, but she might do it better.
Probably. In that, let me catch up. It's a lot.
It's a lot, man. You ain't gonna be able to do it today.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna, but go ahead. You can try.
I can try.
You can try though.
All right. They battling. They arguing.
I was just looking at it like.
Anyway, teaching may be more to okay. Monique says background doesn't always make a good leader. Integrity does. Compassion does. Realizing that sometimes you have to make the ugly decisions that's best for everyone does. There's more to being to leadership. Cam, you're saying nature versus nurture. There are things that are innately in us. At Monique, I disagree. Depending on how you were raised and how you came up would determine if you're a leader or not. Aliyah says, I grew up in a home with only my father, and I learned to respect and understand what a leader in a home is and what it took. Haya says, if everyone is raised soft, they're not going to be a leader because everything was handed to them. Good leaders rarely had anything handed to them, at least in my experience. Monique says 2 children can be raised with the same parents and turn out totally different. That does not always dictate who you will be. And Kaya says, at Aliette, that's why you think like that. Now I get it. Monique says, Kaya, that's soft. Whatever that means, child may have more compassion than most. And okay, and being a leader, Kaya says, you can't be soft. Um, a soft person never gets any work done. And Alia says, but if I grew up with my mother as a leader in our house, I would feel the same way. It's about respect and appreciation for the person that sacrifices for you. And Monique says, laughing my ass off at Kaya, you got it. A soft person never gets work done. And she's laughing. And Kaya says, no, you wouldn't. You'd be a strong black woman. And Kaya says, at Monique, they don't laugh. Google is free. What? I don't know what that means.
Oh, you don't read it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And
No,
Deja
but-
says, being hard don't bring you nothing but being called a strong black woman. Alia says, I'm a very strong woman. Kaya saying, what's wrong with that, Deja? Alia says, I can't tell. Kaya says, at Alia, I can't tell, meaning that she's not a strong woman. And Deja says, nothing with the attitude, you'd probably be single all your life. Oh shit, okay, we're going.
But you see
Girl, I got a man,
the
do
back
you?
and forth. That's
Y'all sometimes cry babies.
guys
this
don't do
why.
that.
I ain't mad at they back and forth though, but I'm gonna say this though, they talking like grown women though.
Where?
With them,
Nah.
yeah, I'm talking about
Oh,
Aliyah and
Oh,
Monique.
yeah.
But you
And
gotta
they-
realize
I talking about
every conversation ain't a
Yeah,
good
she talking
conversation.
like a-
You just
Shorty,
be like,
Shorty, you can tell she a little young, but I'm saying I ain't mad at how they talking.
and she says, Ekaya, you wear the pants too. Like she's asking the question. So, alright, this is the thing. We've had this show for a while and we've never really had, I don't mind it, like to have disagreements and people to have
debate.
different debates.
Yeah.
But if you're going at people directly in the comments that you don't really know,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Like you ain't gonna just call people out for what you think the person is if you don't even know the person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you knew the person, I doubt you would do it. You see what I'm saying? You
That's how
probably
that
just
usually
doing
how the
it-
ground works.
Yeah,
That's how
like-
social media
but
works.
you
Yeah.
gotta look at it too though. If the person don't know you, their opinion ain't even valid.
Yeah.
It should be Kaya has her view.
That's how I
and we
look at
have
it.
ours.
That's just like trolling right there.
That's
how you
exactly
get,
what
that's how you
trolling
get
is
tricked out
though.
of your
Yeah,
position.
yeah. That's how
though.
you
Yeah.
get tricked
You
out your
gotta
position.
see. Guys don't do that.
Free smirk.
Who? Smurf? I don't know who that is. Papa Smurf locked up?
No.
Yeah, they got him.
Damn, Gargamel got him.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. Like I say, it's just my opinion. And I can't even say that my mom raised me. I didn't have no dad like that in my life.
Mhm.
And she did.
Yeah.
I think I was raised by a beautiful, strong black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the best she could
Yeah.
at raising me. And I don't think I turned out too bad. But this is just my opinion. Men make better leaders than women. You don't gotta agree.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
I'm
have to
saying,
agree.
I'm in the same bracket you're in.
Yeah.
My mom raised me as well, but I had a lot of male.
I know you had
influence.
older brothers.
Yeah, I had
You ain't know
older
no
brothers.
old heads or nothing on the
I didn't
block.
have that.
Mhm.
I didn't have that.
Oh.
And I didn't come like, cause usually it'd be like, oh, you'll be emotional if you was raised by your mom.
Maybe it's because I ain't got a lot of uncles and shit.
But you had your dad right there.
Yeah, you had
No,
older
no,
brothers.
I mean, I got a lot of. That's why I think so highly of women. Also, I
Oh,
think.
cause you got a lot of aunts.
Yeah, and maybe that has something to factor in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
So
I
you saying I wasn't around?
No, you are.
nah.
Dang.
We wasn't hooping. You wasn't here.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was out. Leaving.
You
I was out leaving.
you was out.
I was out leaving my household.
But
And I
nah,
knew you was in good hands, so I didn't have to come over.
I
You
would
was in good
say,
hands.
I would say if somebody was to ask me who makes the better leader, just no scenario, no nothing, I would say men more often than not. But for me personally, I think it depends on the scenario and where you put it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And do you
I'm with my
believe?
boy.
There's another thing. It's almost like saying this could kind of end most of it. Most of the people that are thinking this way had to do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You
what
know
I'm saying.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
no
say.
choice.
So that's why your opinion is so strong on
Maybe,
that.
maybe I gotta preface this, and maybe y'all done seen double what we done seen. Like we just started to get to the chapters in our books for real. Like
Correct.
you know what I mean? In our adult books.
At
least. We done got through the young years and okay, have fun and just buy clothes and this and that. So now we getting to people got kids and people got moving in this and that. So I guess now is where we see that side.
Right.
So maybe we'll see a whole different.
Right, and that's the point that I brought just a while ago is to me I think it's valid. It's like if you were forced to be a leader, like a strong woman or whatever, forced. When I say forced, meaning you had no man in your corner or no husband, no boyfriend that helped you raise the if you had the guy or the man there, I don't think you would have had to take on that strong leadership role.
I don't even think they want to.
It's not natural to do that. Now, when you say, because most of the people are gonna think, oh no, I do it anyway, even if I have a husband. You probably bark louder than the husband, or the man.
His bite is vicious.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when you think of the kids, when we talked, we kind of got to it. If you came home and you knew you did something wrong, you knew your mom was going to holler at you, scrape, yell, slap, pop, everything, but you would take that as a discipline over just knowing that your dad, even if he didn't touch you, just knowing that he's going to come in and just be disappointed in you and have a look on you that's going to hurt more than probably some of the actual.
Yeah, you're gonna be shook.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be shook, and that just goes to show you. Yeah, that just goes to show you that it's a little bit different in the leaders. And if you had the guy there, would you have had to be as strong?
The phrase that most kids fear: wait till your dad get home. You'll be like, oh god damn, I'm about to die.
You don't hear that.
Yeah, he's gonna do me in for real.
It was nice knowing y'all. You cried. It was just nice knowing y'all. You cried.
I dead ass used to wait, and then once he pull up, I'm taking a shower.
Oh geez,
I'm in there for like 2 hours too.
That wet belt is different.
I'm not in the shower. I'm just in the bathroom. The shower running. I'm just sitting there like
that
boy.
steamy belt.
But then you get that knock. Hurry up. Like, fuck.
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah, so literally I agree with most of what you were saying.
Because you're smart.
I'm smart.
Why.
I agree with most of what you were saying. The only part that I know that triggers people is
the
leadership role. It's almost
it's
like
how I'm saying it.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is where you got to come from. I'm very logical, brother. If you're calling yourself a leader, what do you think you're calling them? A follower.
Yeah,
no one wants that.
But you following greatness.
No one wants that title to be a follower. Once they hear, unless you have been in a relationship for a while and you understand, like we said, like yo, you know what? He does move better than I do in these areas to do this.
You know what people don't realize? Motherfuckers don't.
Smart. But go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, that in order for somebody to be a leader, there has to be somebody to follow.
No cap. That's real spill.
So 2 leaders, both of y'all got a steering wheel in y'all car.
Like I can't.
That ain't gonna drive right.
I can't lead. You feel me?
Ain't gonna drive right.
So that.
But guys,
my turn, your turn.
My turn. I can be as smart as I want to be, as this and that as I want to be.
What?
But if I don't got nobody to give this shit to, it don't mean nothing.
No, but what you're saying is.
That's a good point.
No cap.
No, I ain't even. I'm gonna just cut it to the chase. It's not the guys. It's the women that think, oh, I can do that too. I can do it just as good as you. Sometimes you gotta be like, yo, he's better at it than me, and just realize if it's us, like we going somewhere. If whoever got the best idea, we gonna go with that. We gonna follow that person. Okay. But if it's women, they gonna go back and forth. Oh no, girl. Oh no. For what?
Come on.
What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. They gonna keep going back and forth. They gonna go back and forth.
Them hood
No. What I'm saying, it's funny because I've seen it, but it's not longer.
You know what you said? I done lived a little longer. So I've seen it. Those aunties that you talking about, They couldn't get it together, bro. I'm just saying, but go ahead.
I know some of the backstories. Trust me.
I'm gonna leave it alone, man. But go ahead, Greg.
That's a funny one.
No, listen, we all good about this. We're not trying to hate on. We love women. We want because you're gonna start hearing them say, "Oh, y'all have a problem with women now."
And they start calling them
You know what I'm saying?
misogynistic.
Exactly.
Somebody called me that misogynist. I said I don't even like misogynists. I don't even know what you're talking about. Don't massage me.
Right?
bro.
Don't touch me.
Don't.
Get your hands off me like Denzel. Get your damn hands off me. Right? But at the end of the day, we do not feel like, you're not worthy. It sounds like the word follower means like people think they're beneath you.
No.
But now, here's what I'm going to say.
think-
We all know this. When we're on a team, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the best way for your team to fail? When everyone thinks they're the leader of the team.
Word.
Yeah.
Right?
Word.
That's the best way for the team to fail. When this person says, no, man, I think we should be doing this. Well, what about this? What about, you know what we should do? When you start having too much say-sos in there, it starts to break apart the team.
Yeah.
If you can say,
Yeah.
yo, listen, man, let's get together real quick. All right. This person seems to be best at it, and we're good at doing that. We're good at doing that. We're good to say, okay, out of all of us sitting here at this table, we put a rock. Hey, you got anything, bro? Because we know you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you got? Yeah, all right, let's try to see if making this shit work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let's go. And then give out direction. And in the direction, the leader usually is not the one doing all the work.
Yeah.
He's just going to say, hey, you know what I'm going to do? All right, you be the one in charge of that. You'll be the one in charge of that. And you be the one in charge of that. And I'll just make sure all that shit is running.
No count.
That's usually what it is. But then when you say that, the person's like, okay, but he getting the credit for being the one on top of it. And that's where the problem
Yeah, you
comes
can't
in.
think like that.
That's where the problem comes from.
You should be able to kill that motherfucker. You should be able to kill that person because that's a bad seed.
Yes.
You know, like when you got
Yes.
fruit, you got a bad apple. What you
Yes.
do with it?
Throw it away.
You throw it away.
At
You don't try to
somebody.
fix it.
At somebody.
You don't try to fix it.
No, that's
Like bad
somebody.
people just need to be getting rid
Yeah,
of.
you
throw it
can't.
at somebody.
That's somebody. You can't. At another bad seed.
Yeah. You don't be like, oh no, it's gonna be
I've
okay.
been holding this.
It's gonna be okay.
I've been holding this.
Yeah. And,
But
sometimes you can't like fix that person.
And you see it.
Yeah,
You see
sometimes
it.
I'm starting to learn.
Bro, I done
done
seen that. I done seen that in a team. Like you'll be like they'll be cool with one. Let's say they're cool with me, but they're not cool with you.
Right.
So you will come up with an idea. They'll be like, but why we got to do it that way?
Yeah.
I'm like, you got a better way? If
No.
you got a better, nah. But why we got to listen to him?
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Right.
I'm gonna leave you alone because something's seriously wrong with you.
And now you're taking it kind of like
personal.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
then
I rock with the idea, but you say it though.
You know,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like?
Take it back.
too?
Take it back.
You know what I don't like too? When somebody don't have a good idea, I ain't gonna even say a good idea, but they just don't want to go with your idea. It'd be like,
You say an idea and they just be like, why?
yeah, or they be, and then you say
You be
you
like,
got
so what else?
you got something better.
No, I'm just saying, but like,
Hell
why?
yeah, I ain't
Nah,
gonna
bro.
shut up.
I dealt with a little bit of that
Trust
this
me,
morning.
I
I dealt with a little bit of that this morning. I'm organizing, my league, and I'm like, yo, this is the rules. Blah, 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 blah. I'm dropping it down to everybody.
Oh, I know you were finna experience
And
that.
but why we got it? And how come this is? I'm like, okay. And everyone else is just like, yeah, we got it. Okay. But one person was just like, you know what I think we should do? You know what? I'm like, okay, bro.
Nice.
If you are organizing something,
Yeah. How you
That's
gonna come
fine.
questioning somebody's shit anyway?
everybody else here is just like listening, and you're interrupting their listening patterns to hearing what the hell I'm saying to them.
Yeah.
By with this negativity that they don't think it is, they think it's being constructive, but it's really negative because now you're challenging the person that's trying to organize it to making it look like he don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you trying
see what
to
I'm saying?
have
You
that-
making
that
him
leading
look like,
lion.
yeah, man, he don't know what he's talking about. I think we should do this.
In
And
reality, you don't even want to organize the
You
shit
just don't
you
want
goddamn
to. You just don't
self.
want
Yes.
to. You
Yes.
just don't want to
All
fall in
pussy
line.
gotta
That be the
kill
shit
him.
that
kill him.
honestly, that's the thing that like
But what we need more of, I can tell you all this, and it doesn't
the
happen.
homeboy to tell him to
We
shut
need
the fuck up.
the rest of the
Homeboy,
committee to be
shut
like,
him
yo,
up.
bro,
Shut up.
chill the fuck out, man. Like, go ahead and talk, bro. Chill out.
Yeah.
Like that. But most
Hear
people
him out.
just-
At least
You
hear
gotta
him out.
direct,
Yes.
everybody gotta make them feel shitty.
At least hear him out.
And kind of get them to the point where it's
Like
like,
I said,
okay,
man,
let's try what we said first, and then if it doesn't work, we can make adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just throwing out adjustments before we even fucking tried it.
The world done got too soft, bro.
Yeah.
Cause back in the day,
Oh my God.
Shit.
back in the day, you talking, and somebody get up and start talking crazy. Bah. Anybody else? Nah, what you said? Your way is okay.
You got it.
They got punishment too severe now, and you ain't getting away with nothing no more.
Yeah.
Because listen, it's okay. It's okay to say you got a better way, but you don't got to do it in a public forum.
There you go.
I just can't shoot somebody in public no more.
When we
just
done,
tell you
when we
that.
done, hey,
It's a camera right out there. It's a ring camera
You
here.
can get suggestions on the side. You ain't got to challenge
now,
me.
buddy would have been like, well, once you finish and
Hey,
like
you
the
know
thing
what,
over,
better
hey,
move.
what do you think about this?
Yes.
And then a logical person gonna be like, you know what?
Okay,
That is a little
this
better.
is-
We gonna put this into play too.
Right.
No, for
No
sure.
cap.
Right, that's exactly
I
how
don't
it's
know.
supposed to go. But that's the person that's probably not used to being around leaders or being a leader themselves. They don't understand that there's times for you to talk about stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and a place. Like, it'll be anarchy in your home if your mom and dad starts arguing about what they're gonna tell you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's after.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's gonna be turmoil in your house if the mom is saying go to bed and the dad like, nah, he can stay up a little bit longer.
Ooh.
In front of the child.
Yeah.
Now the child's gonna be looking at it like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
hey,
those
hey,
are people that grow up and do that thing that you were talking about.
Yes. Hey, so you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to dad when I want to stay up.
What you can do, just kill the mom right there.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Strangle her. Got it.
Make a new one.
Make a new mom.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know.
Now the kid gonna grow up and be like, don't try my dad. He's crazy.
I done
Hey.
seen what he does.
The jit gonna wake up and it's a different skin Aunt
Yeah.
Look,
There you
She
go.
done
Yeah.
You look different today, mom.
Dark skin on Viv ain't want to get in line.
He probably wanted some more
And it
bread.
is true.
That's
She
what
didn't
I'm
want to get
He
in
probably
line.
wanted some more bread.
Nah, it was just she didn't get along with Will. And
That's-
Oh,
he
she
is the
playing,
show.
but you can't get.
Yeah.
You were beefing with
Make
the
it make
main
sense.
nigga.
He
Make it
is
make
the
sense.
show.
Yeah, you can't beat with that.
we
nigga.
get
That's
it.
just a bad
That's the
nigga.
wrong nigga to beef
The
with.
check,
not even a real actor.
The check says Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Who is the Fresh Prince?
He's not even a real actor. The dark skin on Viv sound like. Why I gotta listen to what he gotta say?
Now where she at? When you
She
see
playing with that bread.
Where you seen her since?
He blackball. No acting gigs anywhere. But great show, guys.
Will see, he probably ain't want to do it like that. But.
Great show. Nah, Will lying. He did it like that.
They will agree.
Yeah, Will was like,
What you say?
off with her head.
What you say?
Yeah.
I don't want to see her in the movie ever again.
And he got that kind of power. Yeah, after he started making all them damn movies, he was like, hey, what? She about to do another show? Yeah.
Yo,
Cut that.
Cancel that.
I'm not doing that movie if she do that show.
Yeah, cancel that. Whoa, you're not doing what? Okay. Let's shut that down. What's going on over there?
Blew that check.
But no, this is basically a great topic. I love it. I like debates. It could have been done a little bit better without the antics a little bit, but
That
You
was
know why it was like that? There was no leadership in the group chat.
in the chat,
There
someone
should
got
have been
leads in the
someone
chat.
that just
Okay.
Hey, no.
yeah. There you go.
Jarvis.
They needed a male leader.
Mm-hmm. And
You see, when Alex got in there, it calmed down because he.
Oh, he's a
showed
male leader.
Pomegranate, Pomegranate showed leadership.
he
Not pomegranate.
He came in there and structured them up.
Yeah, Pomegranate
Got
came in
it,
and showed
got it,
leadership.
got it. But appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. We had a great episode. I told you I was excited about this one. I like
you
it.
be with the
What you
foolishness.
mean? No, it's not foolishness.
No,
man.
I like it too though.
And Deja says, at Glee, can I have your number?
Hey.
Yeah.
Nah.
What you mean?
You don't even know how she
Hey,
look.
we don't need groupies.
Don't
bro.
get catfish, boy.
We
Don't
do
get
not, yeah,
catfish.
for real.
boy.
We do not need groupies. We do not need groupies right now.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so
Holla at me after the show.
for real, if you want to do that, inbox them, whatever, do whatever y'all do, but not on the show, please. We're not trying to connect nobody up on this bitch. All right, and let's go. I'm not even gonna read that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that one.